one of the categorized growth hormone peptides. So there's obviously growth hormone itself, which is also considered a peptide. But if you just inject yourself or consume growth hormone, it kind of diminishes your own body's natural ability to produce growth hormone. So another way of doing it is by supplementing yourself with ipamorelin, which pairs with CJC1295, which is another peptide. And these two together kind of acts like a cheerleader to your pituitary gland. So it's like it helps stimulate the pituitary gland to produce growth hormone naturally. So that's why there's no desensitization, there's no side effects. It just helps your body produce it more naturally. And then the last one, which is one of the most famous one that everyone has heard of, is semaglutide. It's a GLP-1 agonist, which you may know as Ozempic or Wegovy. And you have heard of it as a weight loss peptide or for diabetes. So the only thing that's different from tirzepatide is semaglutide is made from Novo Nordisk. That's their branded name. And then tirzepatide you might know as Mounjaro or Zepbound, and it's made from Eli Lilly. And I'll tell you more about the differences in the GLP-1s in a future slide. So this is why it's medical freedom. Peptides gives you guys medical freedom because it eliminates the need to go to clinics, have to take 1 million pills a day, or have to be on drugs for the rest of your life. Having peptides heals your body almost like a lock and key. If your body needs more growth hormone or wants to repair tissue or wants to increase your memory through nootropics, there's always like different. It's almost like supplementing your body with the different compounds that it lacks. So in a way, it's almost like a multivitamin to your cells. You can modulate your own biology with it because organ by organ, system by system, to reach your true optimization, all at your own convenience and freedom, and at prices that are less than what you even pay insurance. And you can do it by yourself. It's very easy. It's not like you're actually injecting yourself with, like you're getting a shot. It's actually so simple. And imagine you can heal injuries half the time, lose fat without stimulants, increase your growth hormone safely, reverse inflammation, and rejuvenate your body without all the side effects of synthetic drugs. Unlike pharmaceuticals that override or block pathways, for example, if you had anxiety, you would need like dopamine reuptake inhibitors, or if you had heart disease, you would need beta blockers. But they come with so many side effects. You might have swelling, you might have like hypertension, your blood pressure medication would cause a bunch of other side effects. So that's why peptides are so superior. They work with your body synergistically, and they're selective, potent, and safe. Another way of showing how they're safe. You've heard of steroids, you've heard of SARMs, and hormone replacement therapy. But they all come with side effects because they kind of like suppress your own body's ability to produce whatever it thinks. A lot of athletes, they might take steroids or SARMs, but they suppress their own testosterone, damage the liver, and aren't as well studied. So then you would need to take breaks, go on PCP, or have to be on them for life. And it's very risky, especially at a younger age. How peptides work is that they can do all that, but without all the side effects because they're already naturally occurring in your body. So some examples are like CJC1295 and ipamorelin, which I told you about before. They help boost your growth hormone without all the desensitization, without any shutdown, no toxicity, and you can be on as long as you want or as short as you want, but it helps your body stimulate what it doesn't know how to again. How I always say is every biological condition has a chemical solution. So now back to the infamous GLP-1 solution, weight loss peptides. You may have heard of semaglutide, tirzepatide, and the newer one, retatrutide. So semaglutide is actually just a GLP-1 agonist. It's long-acting, it's a supplement, appetite suppressant, and it's 1 weekly injection. However, a lot of people have side effects with it, such as nausea, stomach pain, or cramps. So they created tirzepatide. Tirzepatide is a dual GLP-1 and GIP agonist, so it acts on 2 different pathways. It also helps enhance insulin and glucagon control. It's actually better than semaglutide because it has less side effects, and you also get all the benefits of semaglutide, like the appetite suppressant and insulin and glucose management. Then the new one is retatrutide. That one is literally the gold of the GLP-1s because it's triple agonist. That one also has a glucagon agonist in it, so it actually shows up to 24% of body weight reduction in comparison to the previous two. Most people don't tell you about this new one here that I do with my coaching, is that it's Cagrelin, I can never pronounce this, but I call it Cagrel for short. A lot of people, when they're taking the other GLP-1s, they still have appetite. They're like, why does it not work for me? You know? So they think either the peptide doesn't work or they're wasting their money. In my coaching, I tell people to combine Cagrel with whichever of the previous ones that they take to make sure that it helps with the appetite suppressant. This one is a newer one that's GLP-1 and amylin receptor. Amylin is what really regulates your hormone receptors for being hungry or not. So that's why this one works so well, because it makes sure that it suppresses your appetite while you get all the benefits of the insulin and a blood sugar regulation. So these peptides don't really just help you lose weight, they help rewire your metabolic pathways and lower inflammation markers. So it offers a sustainable long-term benefit. So after you achieve your weight loss or metabolic injuries or whatever you're looking for in fat reduction, you can be off of it, and it's sustainable. It's not like something you have to do forever, and there's no side effect, it only benefits. And now, where everyone here is for is longevity, right? So with longevity, I find it as a master peptide, or just master solution. Because whether you're looking for growth hormone increasing, or better sleep, more energy, or to heal anything, that's really what longevity is, right? Like, you're reversing your cellular biology to get younger. Imagine if you're 70 and you can feel like you're like 30 or 40 again. You can play with your grandchildren, you can like hop around, you have better energy, stamina, better memory, get out of bed as if you're just full of vigor again. That's what longevity is. And so with peptides, you pretty much, there's a lot of longevity peptides as well, and I say as it's biohacker gold. They don't add years to your life, they add life to your years. So epitalon is the main one. Epitalon is a peptide that increases telomerase activity by extending your telomeres. So telomeres are the little ribosome DNA things in your brain that kind of dictates how long your lifespan is. So as you grow older, your telomeres actually get cut shorter. So imagine if you can lengthen your telomeres, that actually literally adds life to your lifespan. So that's the difference between biological age and chronological age. You can grow older chronologically, but reverse your biological age. And then there's also unique peptides like FOXO and DRI that kills the cells that are kind of like aging cells. So when you're living, your cells replicate, they duplicate, they rebirth, they continue to split and split and split. But the cells that don't anymore, they're called senescent cells. And those are the cells that contribute to your aging. And peptides like FOXO-DRI or P21 and some other ones like that, they help by selectively killing those cells so you don't have that to block your aging anymore. Then there's also anti-tumor cells that once you grow older, there's obviously cells that become confused, just like as if you had dementia. And those are like PNC27 or immune-regulating ones like L37-KBB. And those actually selectively see which cells are the tumorous or like confused cells, and they actually kill those. Then there's also ones for skin, like Lauren was saying, there's like the topical ones. And those are like the copper peptides and SNAP8, which are literally like Botox, but that's it. And so this is the era of precision healing. Pharmaceuticals treat symptoms, but treating symptoms why when you go to a clinic, they diagnose you with this disease or this disease. But if you have chronic illnesses, if you have like over 10 to 15 diseases, you don't want to label yourself as all these different diseases. And that's why like I feel like treating by the symptom is almost like trying to snip leaves off a tree instead of trying to heal it by the roots, you know? That's why I'm such a believer in holistic health and treating the whole body as a whole. If you're just trying to treat the symptoms, you're never really going to get anywhere. But by regulating your biology with peptide science, you actually fix the root cause. They represent the democratization of healthcare, tools that allow individuals to heal, optimize, and transform their health without being trapped by outdated systems. So whether you want to shred fat, recover like an elite athlete, or restore hormones naturally, or slow aging, or actually reverse your aging, peptides are the key. And so actually here today, I'm actually now CEO of Copex Biologics. This is the future of peptides. Peptides usually you need to inject yourself because they're so delicate that once it enters your stomach, the peptides in our stomach turns it up like a protein shake. Like it wouldn't be able to be absorbed through the stomach. But Copex Biologics, which is a booth over there, we created the world's first bioavailable peptide. So it's actually just in powder form. The carrier is just yeast fiber, no fillers, nothing else added. And when you take it, how it works is the innovation behind it that's patented is that we created a huge peptide chain. We coded it, and so that it's like the C, the carbon, the oxygen, or whatever, all the little molecules that coded together in a long peptide chain. Once it enters our stomach, the pepsin actually cuts it at directly the spots where once it breaks down into the specific peptides that you're looking for so that our bodies are able to absorb it. For example, we have a sleep peptide. It's a mixture of 12 to 15 different types of peptides that are specifically targeted to help you sleep or recover and regulate your immune system. So when you take it in your stomach, the pepsin cuts it off into specifically the 15 different peptides that are for those functions to help you sleep better. Every day, all you need to take is 1 teaspoon, and after a month or two, you'll be able to see the results. And actually, while I'm going with that, the booth right there, that's where you can purchase it. Today it is on discount. And there is also an AI eye camera that's outside. So this is actually a really innovative way of testing your biological age. You've actually seen those, in body scans or the Oura Ring or all those different ways of, testing your biological age or your health markers, right? Now we have this AI eye camera, which actually, when you go do it like a little eye exam, follow the instructions. It just scans both your eyes, and how it tests your biological age, it actually scans the back of your retina. The U.S. military has actually used this before, but now we actually made it commercialized so that normal everyone else can use it, and hopefully be able to integrate it into many different gyms and healthcare systems. And by scanning the back of your retina, it tells you your biological markers such as your cardiovascular health, your macular vision, your metabolic health, and a lot of different factors. All you have to do is put in your email and your phone number, and every time you scan it, it'll show you your progression. And then this is one of the ways that we kind of put that with the peptide so that when you're taking the peptide, the oral peptide I'm speaking about, after a month you can retest your biological age and see if it goes down or not. And we have over 10 to 20 years of clinical studies that has shown that by taking the longevity peptides that we're selling today, it has literally shown to reverse your biological age by up to 20 years. So a lot of our customers are people in their 60s, 70s, or even 80s, and they're feeling like they're 50s or even younger. Their biological age tested goes from 70 to 60 to 50. Their back pain goes away. They're sleeping better. Their vision, they don't even need their vision. You don't even need their reading glasses anymore. Their cardiovascular, they don't even need their heart pressure, heart disease, it has actually even helped people with cancer before. Some people with stage 4 colon cancer has taken the peptides and has actually reversed it. without any chemotherapy, without any other medications. So that's just the power of peptides. And here's just two big QR codes. The first one is just my coaching application, and the second one is the main one that has a lot of my follow-up links, my Instagram, my booking a calendar with me, joining the WhatsApp group that helps with free education on peptides and also helping you guys form better peptide protocols, and just some of my more information there. And yeah, so any questions? Feel free to ask me. Yes. Sorry?
I don't know if you have a card. I'm sure you have it.
Right now that's my sort of like business card.